With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil. With so much time to kill, he promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran should have feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and feels like oh you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy or scant to see if hours making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike pretending different bills when truth is to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teacher's nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Monday 22nd of May 2023. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed. I hope you had a great weekend, and hope you're all prepared for another very robust game of bingo. Phil is apparently wide awake, and he's not feeling any worse for wear for his multiple tequila shots filled stream from last night. Now, in case you missed how Phil did last night, he was given $1,325 in tips. About $1,000 of that was all from one person, Jinx. Yeah, and if you look at what Phil has made in the 10 separate streams, the 10 different days that Jinx has turned up to Phil's content, in the space of those 10 days, Phil has made almost $4,600 in tips. These 6 days here, as well as the 4 that followed it, Phil has made almost $4,600. Now that's a potentially life-changing amount of money to be gained in such a short amount of time. But will Phil's life change and improve for it? Probably not. You know, Phil is so financially irresponsible, we know from experience that he pisses away his money very fucking easily and quickly. He does not invest in anything intelligently. He does not try and improve his life in any fucking way whatsoever. No, you know, most people think, oh, I can put this money to some good use here. I can put it towards maybe a really good and a lovely fucking break for me and my significant other or something. I can get myself a new gaming PC. I'm like, no, Phil, is that great? I can get a lot of fucking good pulls and WWE champions, and maybe Street Fighter Duel, and maybe even fucking get some extra DoorDash. So yeah, it's crazy how fucking irresponsible Phil will be with money. Anyway, let's not waste too much time. No mention, I don't think anyone's mentioned Ryan today in the chat. I think Phil is definitely going to try his best to kind of cover up mentioning Ryan. In case you're not aware. Actually, I'll try and find the video for you. I'll try and find the video. Hold on, give me a wee second here. Just give me a wee second here, see if I can find the video. It shouldn't be too hard here. There we go. Start Hogan another video, so here we go.
I have another tip. Oh my god, seriously? Wow. So Jinx, excuse me. Jinx tipped me $100 again. $100 from Jinx. Let's go ahead and do the another animation. Whew. Jinx is insane today. Jinx has been tipping so much all day long. Yeah, guys, you know, again, people are like, why'd you say Ryan? Because I'm tipsy. I've been doing this all day. I read another email. I have a bunch of emails that I told you guys I've been doing different stuff today with emails. So please just ignore me. I'm being stupid because I'm tired and you know, I say half buzzed because I'm not really buzzed, okay? Anyway, so I got a $100 tip from Jinx, another one, okay? And he says, that's not correct. He said the following. You only had one shot left, but now let's go for two more. Oh, no, you had one shot left, but now we gotta go for two. Great stream today. Glad to see everyone is here chilling and having a drama-free stream. Thank you, Jinx. Holy crap. Hold on, I feel like I gotta explode now, my stomach. Hold on. Excuse me, I did eat that sandwich, and now I'm chugging cherry juice pretty fast. Okay? But you're right. So now, I owe you guys 2 shots. Give me a second to digest a little bit before I take another shot, okay? I got a $2 tip here from Ryan. No, I'm just kidding. This is from Captain James Tiberius Kerr.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's up to you whether you think it's Phil being... Was that a genuine mistake from Phil? Did he actually fucking reveal who Jinx was? Or is it just a simple misunderstanding? Because sometimes I read the wrong name out. But the general consensus from detractors far and wide seems to be that Phil did screw up, and they firmly believe that Jinx is actually somebody called Ryan. In fact, you can see in Phil's chat, Darkside Chill is saying, Ryan will appear, don't worry. But just to see if this person survives or not. Because remember, Ryans are apparently getting leaned immediately. As soon as Phil mentioned Ryan's name last night, there's been a leaning campaign going on apparently, so who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Let's spin the wheel and determine today's bingo card. And the wheel is going to land on Phil taking a drink. That's a nice easy one. Fantastic stuff indeed. So, Phil to take a drink, and with that criteria we can now pick our card. We need a number between 1 and 200. The first number in chat I see which contains a number 4 will be the card I pick for today's bingo of fun and games. It needs to contain 4. 44 from Dan Dark. So 44 from Dan Dark was the first number I saw which contained the number 4. So thank you very much to Dan Dark. I'll go to the 44th bingo card, which will be the 45th result, of course. So the card on the right hand side is the one we have for today's bingo fun and or games. Got full to say people saying, what I mean by that is, him taking a drink, him messing with his phone, and him saying literally. 2 seconds. Sorry guys, I need to keep fucking muting the fucking microphone because I need to keep fucking coughing, sorry about that. Second row is Phil saying positive, okay, goal, what the fuck are you talking about, and support. The third row is Phil talking about food, him saying million, him snorting, him saying update, and fuck. The fourth row is Phil saying chill, you see example, him giving a leaning ban to somebody, good chance that today, and him doing siege mode. What is siege mode? It's when he crosses his arms and talks to you. He folds his arms, crosses his arms. We borrowed it from Piece of Peace, don't tell him. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying new games, unique, good news, him pointing at a text on his screen, and him saying dude. Now, something else to keep in mind as well, guys. We are going for an unprecedented 4 in a row. We have won our last 3 bingo streams. We have full houses in 3 of them in a row. Phil is getting so predictable that we've won the last 3 bingos. It has been insane. So yeah, at the risk of going bankrupt myself, you know, let's hope we get our full house. It'd be incredible to keep the streak going. So yeah, I can tell you guys that, you know, the first 2 bingo winners have already been squared up. They have received their prizes. I've yet to hear back from the most recent bingo winner, who was Derek, 2nd of Coomland, or whatever the name was. I sent a message that they know they've won. I just don't know if they've seen the message yet, but I've alerted them to know they've won. So if they get back in touch with me for a week, cool. If not, that money will go to Jasper's Angels. But yeah, the first two bingo winners have received their prizes, so congratulations to them. Of course, that was the first bingo winner was Ulf, the Arbalist, I think their username is, and the second winner was the Ghost. It's like fucking, it's got such a long name. Just some friendly fucked up ghost, whatever the fucking username is. But yeah, they've won the last few bingos. So it might be today, it might be you guys. One of you guys might actually win bingo today. Who knows? To be eligible to win bingo, to be in for a chance of winning bingo, guys, in the description of the stream is a link to a community post. If you comment on that community post, your name will be included in the fucking wheel to potentially get picked to be a winner. Simple as that. So, right, hopefully, you know, I'm trying to make it as simple and straightforward as possible. Every day I check it, and even if we win today, I will check it before I spin the wheel. So it's still time for you to add your name, if you've not added it yet. Put it that way. So yeah. So the card has been saved, and it's all good stuff here, and let me go through a couple of the stipulations for how to get free spaces. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying my best now. I fucking coughed in the fucking microphone. You know how it is when you're fucking Nobel. But just try my best not to just cough in the microphone and be obscene like Phil is when he's fucking not giving a crap out of his audience and what they have to listen to him and his bodily functions. But yeah guys, there's a variety of ways we can get free spaces. If Phil snorts 25 times before he starts recording for YouTube, that'll be a free space. If Phil burps 10 times before he starts recording for YouTube, that will be a free space as well. If Phil gets 100 likes and gets those bubbles blown for his audience before he starts recording for YouTube, that'll be a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream here, that too will be a free space. And as well as getting a free space for 100 likes on here, you guys also get to see the amazing bubbles animation that Pixar Animations so very kindly made for us. If we get 25 out of 25, of course, one of you guys can potentially win a $25 prize. So, and of course, as I said, we've won the last 3 bingos amazingly. The last 3 fucking bingos we've had, full houses. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, aside from all that, we're just waiting for Phil to turn up properly and go live onto the stream. And yeah, it's just, I think we're all good to go. Yep, Phil's going to start in a second. He's just finishing up. I guess Phil was busy having a quick celebratory wank before stream. Phil's usual fucking pre-stream habits, of course, involves creaming his hands all over. So, lovely, yeah. So, yeah, as I said, guys, quick reminder as well, when it comes to the bingo kind of stuff, if I miss anything on the card, please let me know. I don't try and miss things during the stream, I just sometimes do, because I'm a dumb bastard. So don't be afraid to tag me in chat and say, you know, yeah, I missed this word or this action. So, you know, by all means, please try and get my attention. I don't mind pausing, I don't mind rewinding.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Dentsberg Fail for subscribing to the channel. Great fucking name. It's a very good alternative to Dark Side Phil. You know, how else would you describe DSP? Dentsberg Fail. Yeah. But yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. So I'm not sure if well, is any of our mods on? I don't think there's any of our moderators on. It's just Phil right now. So if anyone gets banned in Phil's chat, it's basically Phil doing it. I think that's the case anyway, because I can't see any of our moderators on right now for him. Yep, it is only him. And yeah, I'm just checking Phil's chat there, I'm just scrolling down it. Okay, good to see. And Phil has a pinned message, of course, in case you weren't aware. Phil's pinned message is, "Welcome to DSP Gaming. Today we'll enjoy more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We'll chill, so leave your drama from outside the streams at the door. Be respectful and let's have a great stream." It's funny because Phil forgot that fucking mandatory pinned message yesterday. But I guess it wasn't required since there was no drama, there was only lots of money. But there you go. I've said this, I said this a lot of times as well, guys, right? This fucking money you see Phil getting lately, never be envious about the amount of money that Phil is given, because thanks to the experience we have from knowing what Phil does with that fucking money, it never goes to good use, okay? It's not as if Phil is fucking going to turn that money into something positive for his fucking life. He is still going to be utterly fucking miserable tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Because most normal fucking people would then put that money to good fucking use. Like maybe fucking get rid of fucking outstanding debts, or maybe fucking put it towards a holiday, or fucking a great vacation or something, you know, a potential honeymoon, or upgrade their fucking gaming PC, anything like that. But Phil is different. Phil needs to spend that money immediately on himself and not for his business. He's not. Why would Phil spend money on his business when he's got his audience to fucking do that for him? That's not how Phil's wired. So that Phil's all about immediate financial gratification. So there's, yeah. Never be jealous about Phil getting all this fucking money, because you can guarantee it's all pissed away within the fucking following day. That's what I'm saying though. Within the last 10, different days, the last 10 days of Phil working, essentially, he has been given $4,600 in tips alone. Not only that, his YouTube payment would have been today. So, he should be perfectly fucking flush right now for money. Money should not be an issue whatsoever. It should be the very last thing on Phil's tiny little mind right now, is trying to get more money. So, we'll have to wait and see what fucking happens. Apparently Phil's having some problems with his laptop. Let's have a wee listen to his stream. No, his fucking stream still got his crappy music. But yeah, apparently Phil's laptop has been a bit weird. So, as I just wait, Phil is fucking... he is really fucking delayed today. Jesus Christ. Got me trying to fucking warm up the crowd, and I've got no fucking material to use. Ah, bloody hell. Warren says a DM'd you the bubblegum Phil should have bought. Let me have a wee look, see? It's well, you DM me, so it's Twitter. Hold on. Give me a wee second here, I'll check. Oh, Jesus Christ. The fuck is this shit? Warren, what have you sent me?
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tip scroll on
The bubble gun that DSP should have been using for the streams. Holy crap. Just draw a fucking weird ass goatee on that and it could be Phil. Fucking hell. That is creepy. That is creepy as all hell. But it's fantastic at the same time. Thank you very much for that, Warren. Very sobering gift that would be. Mepper says that YouTube is always incompetent with payments. He won't get it until next week because of dunces. Please tip. I mean, I know sometimes they're kind of awkward when the 21st falls on a weekend, but it's usually not that bad, is it? Maybe a day or two out or some pish. Nah, but Phil's always wanted to fucking, make great fucking drama about fucking late payments, so it might be several fucking days. No shit, yeah, fuck off. When was the first time he's fucking done it? Don't be surprised, by the way, if Phil mentions hangover. I have a feeling Phil might mention the word hangover in some capacity. Is he still not fucking going live yet? What the fuck is wrong with him? Jesus Christ, Phil, get on with the fucking show. We have a fucking bingo game to fucking play. The longer it takes, the less time we have for bingo. Here we fucking go. Phil's going live right fucking now. Remember, guys? Tag me in chat and give us everything on the card. I don't try my things on the card. I just do sometimes. Blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. Let's see what kind of intro we're going to have today. Is Phil going to actually give some sort of wee mini intro? Come on, let's see. Let's see. Let me just get ready to unmute it, and we'll see if Phil's going to actually give us a wee mini intro or not.
What's up, everyone? On today's show, it's time to recap and recoup from yesterday's crazy Fight and Feast marathon event. In addition, we'll have some chill interactive fun and then jump into Star Wars Jedi Survivor. See ya after the bump.
So, there was a wee mini intro, and of course, Phil said chill, so we can tick off chill. Anything else he said there? Interactive is said, but I can't see that in the card anywhere. But yeah, we've already got one fucking thing ticked off the card, so fantastic stuff indeed. So, here we fucking go, guys. Fingers crossed for full house today. Let's get a fucking 4 in a row. Fuck you, Phil. You're a wee bitch.
Alrighty, welcome to the Level 1 Podcast, everyone. As always, I am Phil I am, and welcome to the show. It is Monday, the 22nd of May, 2023, and we are recuperating. Yesterday was a crazy day here on DSP Gaming. We had a ton of fun, starting around 10:45 a.m. all the way till, past 8 p.m. A very good marathon. Had a great time yesterday with all of you. So anyone who was here live yesterday, great attendance, great engagement, great support. In fact, no exaggeration, I was about to start the stream and I start touching things. I'm like, oh my God, there is like crazy amounts of bubble residue all over my setup. And I was like, damn, we blew bubbles so many times yesterday. We had over 300 likes on the stream, plus we hit multiple support goals of members. And because of that, everything was covered in bubbles. I was like, wow. Keep in mind, now I'm using the bubble guns. I'm not just blowing bubbles. So these bubbles get absolutely everywhere whenever I blow them. And so I did some cleanup here. And, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday a lot. And there's a lot of content that came out of it that will actually be going live over the course of this week. Everything here that's gameplay-wise is live already here on the channel. But there's also tons of food vlogging style stuff that's going to go live over on DSP Reacts, and also a big tier maker video that's going to go live within like 40 minutes. So good stuff came out of that for sure, and people loved it, man. Me too. Like, I can't wait to talk about it because it was such a positive experience. It was really, really fun, and I had a great time with all of you. You guys were just a really great audience to hang out with and relax and chill and enjoy classic Street Fighter and all kinds of silly stuff. Me being in costume all day obviously was ridiculous, but at the same time it was fun. Those costumes of Ryu and Ken actually are pretty nice because they're cool. They have like open air. It's not like you're wearing this big thing that's keeping you enclosed and warms you up. It's the opposite. And the Ryu costume with the headband, that's much better than Ken, because with Ken you have the wig, and the wig kind of, blocks your head and then it kind of slides off. But the Ryu headband stayed on all day. That was a really fun costume to wear. Probably one of my favorite costumes that I've ever worn for any kind of a special event. Well, hello, Jasper. What are you doing? Are you happy to be here today? That's right, it's Monday. Monday is Jasper Day, usually. It depends on my wife's work schedule, and for the past, month or so, she's been working every Monday, and so Jasper is able to join us on the daytime streams, as you can see. He's happy to be here. He's been waiting. He's been waiting. He's saying, when will I be able to be on stream? He's been trying to sneak into this office several times during the course of the week. Seriously, he likes being in here. So, here he is. And now he's going to lay on my lap. Oh, you're doing this already, huh? I just started the stream, Jasper. It's funny because, again, I keep telling you guys he's not a lap cat. But now I think he's getting older, and now he wants to be a lap cat. Because why else would he be sitting in my lap for all these streams? And it's funny because my wife said to me the other day, she's like, he sits on your lap during the streams, but he doesn't sit on my lap. I said, yeah, but when you think about it, when you're sitting on a couch, it's a little different. Like, I'm sitting in a chair. I'm sitting in a position where, my lap here is almost like a chair itself. So it's like he's sitting on a chair on my lap. Like, when you're on a couch and you're all sprawled out or whatever, it's definitely different. Like if you were sitting in a chair all day, he'd probably want to be on your lap too. Now, Jasper Kitty, I understand you want to snuggle here, but I got a podcast to do, all right? And if you lay on my lap, I'm going to get all warm. And it is warm now. It is spring, all right? It's not winter where I need to warm up because it's cold outside. Instead, it's kind of warm. So I'll give you a nice rub down here, a nice kitty rub down. But then you got to get off my lap, okay? I'm giving him a nice, look at this. Hey, like that. No, you're not going to bite me. How dare you. He's trying to get playful now. Alright. There he goes. So, shall we? Let's talk. Why don't we talk in detail about yesterday's Fight and Feast event, so you guys know how it went, so you guys know, what content's coming out of it, and some of the ideas, because we had some good ideas yesterday. People liked the event so much that they are asking me to do another event like that. And I was like, I would be totally down to do events like that. The question is, how often, what themes should we use, and, you know, do we want it to always be here on DSP Gaming? Did you like the long form React events that I was doing over on DSP Reacts? Because I do. I like those long form React events, and the feedback I get is that you like those too. But the thing is, you can't really do 2 in 1 month. Now I know that. You know, earlier this year I was trying to do one marathon event here on DSP Gaming and a long form day of reacting on DSP Reacts. And it takes, in my opinion, too much away from everything else I'm doing. If I'm taking so many days away from my normal streams a month to do all these special events, I never get through the games I'm playing. So, so that being said, here's what happened yesterday. All right, so I was in costume, which was really fun. Everyone liked the fact that I was now Ryu instead of Ken. Everyone was expecting I was just going to wear the Ken costume again, and I surprised everyone with a new costume. You know, the podcast itself yesterday was fun. We talked about the event. People get all hyped for it. Yes, absolutely, tons of contributions. I mean, let's just get that out of the way. Yesterday alone, all right, the channel gained something like 70 members. All right. Yes, it was insane the amount of tips that came in. I mean, Jinx went nuts with a bunch of tips, but then other people as well. It wasn't just Jinx, it was a bunch of people. So, abso-freaking-lutely, we are continuing on with the support streak. Now, can I be honest with all of you? After yesterday, going so crazy with support, I don't foresee this support streak continuing. I just don't foresee every single day people are going to do $150 in tips on every stream. Yesterday was nuts. Yesterday was over the top levels of support, to the point where, like, I couldn't even see. I'd be blown away and shocked and be like, there's no way if this happens again today. I couldn't imagine it. Really. Like, that would be nuts. So I'm not expecting anything. I'm literally not going to ask for anything today. Today will be a normal day as usual, but you're not going to hear me constantly saying, hey guys, it's a slow stream and tip and do that. I'm not going to do.
Well, you got to understand, you saying, hey guys, it's a slow stream, please tip, is a normal day. That is an absolutely fucking normal day of DSP Gaming right fucking there. When you fucking go to your audience and say, guys, it's quite slow right now, the tips are dried up, not shit. That is a normal fucking day on DSP fucking Gaming. The fact you're still mentioning it fucking now means you're fucking mentioning it. Even if you're going, I'm not going to fucking mention it. You just fucking did. You literally have just fucking mentioned it, which means you're fucking going against your fucking word already. Listen again, you're fucking going against your word immediately.
Way, if this happens again today, I couldn't imagine it. Really. Like, that would be nuts. So I'm not expecting anything. I'm literally not going to ask for anything today. Today will be a normal day as usual, but you're not going to hear me constantly saying, hey guys, it's a slow stream and tip and do that. I'm not going to do none of that, because it was such a great weekend. I mean, it's insane. I just had a week and a half of some of the most support I've had in 3 years. The last time I had that much support was the Vest streak back in 2020. And so I'm definitely not going to be, harping on any of that. You're not going to hear me talking about that shit. All right. It was too good. So, thank you to anyone who was here, anyone who engaged, supported. It was a really, really great, amazing, over-the-top support day. But not just that. Like I said, all day long, we had very fun engagement. The views, right? The views were great. Overall, I saw a lot of the time during the day, 500-600 views on the stream.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for the super chat. He says, Ryan Jinx Coffee putting a down payment on his new skin suit. Oh, Phil has leaned somebody apparently. As I'm looking at Phil's chat right now, and people are saying leaned and leaned and leaned. I'm going to tick that off right now. I guess we're about to find out who got leaned, because we're behind Phil's chat by like fucking a minute or so. But yeah, let's see who Phil leans, eh?
Great. Overall, I saw a lot of the time during the day, 500-600 views on the stream, which is way more than my usual streams. And it didn't even matter what I was doing, whether I was eating food, whether I was playing a Street Fighter game, whether I was doing a tier maker ranking. It just seemed like everything was interesting to the audience, and that's a great thing. One of my most viewed streams in a very long time, which is excellent. So, I'm obviously very pleased with how that went as well for the channel. So let's recap everything I did. So we had a podcast, tons of fun, interaction, talking and everything. Me revealing the costume went really well. And of course, an insane amount of shout outs because people were coming to the podcast and contributing. And it was just nuts, okay? Then when we started, the first thing you guys wanted me to do, because we polled for it, is that you wanted me to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the hardest difficulty, and you selected Chun-Li as my character. Now, for those who don't know, I'm good at Super Turbo. I'm great with certain characters, such as DJ, Vega, Balrog, etc., and I'm decent with every character in the game, but I'm no tournament-level player with every character. Chun-Li is one of the characters I'm probably weaker with. Probably, like, I'd say I'm just average with Chun-Li. There's probably, like, tons of people who are way better than me with Chun-Li and Super Turbo. So, picking that character, all I know are pretty basic things. I actually don't know how to play against the computer with Chun-Li. And when I say that, you might be saying, well, I don't understand. What do you mean play against the computer? Don't you just play these fighting games the same when you're playing against people or the computer? No. When you're playing against the CPU essentially is psychic because it can read your button inputs. So you could be throwing a fireball, and the game knows you're throwing the fireball before the animation even comes out on your TV and could jump right over the fireball and kick you. It's pretty ridiculous how much cheating goes on in these classic fighting games. It's over the top levels of cheating, with the way that these computers read your inputs and everything. Okay, so that being said, it was tough. I got through the entirety of the game in about 25 minutes. I'm like, oh, I'm going to beat it. And then it took me, no exaggeration, 1 hour to beat M. Bison. An hour. It was nuts. And of course, I was first of all, I'd taken a bunch of shots of tequila. The way we were doing yesterday's stream was every $100 contribution that came in, I was taking a shot of tequila. At that point, I already had a bunch of them. Okay? So here I am trying to get through Super Turbo on the hardest level of AI difficulty while the computer is literally cheating, and I'm tipsy. Yeah, so just for one quick explanation. Fight. Kikoken, I throw a fireball. Here's M. Bison. He jumps over the fireball. Roundhouse, roundhouse. 2 hits. My life bar goes down by 60%, and I dizzy. Then he does it again. Roundhouse, roundhouse, round over. And it's like, what? No, that doesn't happen in the real game. At all. Like, not even close. I couldn't tell you the amount of times that he's open, he walks forward, immediately goes into a head stomp. No charge. It's just like, it was tough. It was rough. I got it done, but it took 90 minutes. And then after that, it was time for our first recipe, which was Yang's curry fish balls. Yes, from Street Fighter 3, the character Yang, we ate fish balls, Asian style fish balls in a curry sauce. So I'm not going to tell you what I thought because I made videos for all of these recipes. But so I had those. Then we went back and we started a tier maker, and the tier maker was 1 hour of ranking all of the fighting game franchises against each other. I really enjoyed doing that. The audience liked it because we were kind of debating back and forth. And that will go live over on DSP Reacts within 30 minutes. So I hope you'll give it a look. People really seem to like the tier maker stuff over there. Then we had some more food. It was actually chicken baozi. But it was, this time it was Yoon from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, their recipe. And it didn't go as planned because basically the recipe didn't really account properly for like home cooks to be able to steam stuff on their stovetop. It was pretty silly. The recipe basically made everything raw by following the recipe to the T. So my wife had to pull an audible to make it. So check that out. That video will be going live later this week.
Hold on. It's more fucking likely that Cat, as usual, is just fucking terrible at fucking making things. I don't think I've seen one fucking example of Cat making a fucking good meal. Every time she seems to follow a fucking recipe, she seems to bastardize a fucking recipe, and it fucking ends up in some sort of fucking horrible, inedible mess. So nah. It's probably just a fucking good excuse to fucking DoorDash shit, in my opinion.
So check that out. That video will be going live later this week. And then I went back and we played Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the hardest difficulty with M. Bison. Okay, so it was an M. Bison run in Alpha 3. And then we had more food. It was actually me eating a Jersey Mike's bacon ranch chicken cheesesteak sandwich while just kind of chilling with you guys, because that was my real meal for the day, while the other stuff was more snack food. Then, by the way, a love free, my wife did not use pre-made biscuit dough. She made it from scratch. She actually made that dough completely from scratch. We bought a rolling pin and everything for that dough. So what you're talking about, you're an idiot. You have no idea what you're speaking of. My wife did all that, from scratch. Why are you saying something stupid like that in the chat? Like you know better. You're like, what are you talking about? What a dummy. Anyway, so then
Random toxicity aside, that's our first bingo of the game. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. You're so fucking immediately aggressive towards somebody just asking a fucking instant question. She made the dough from scratch. Is it possible she fucking screwed up the fucking dough? Very fucking possible she went and arsed up that very simple fucking thing to do. No, it's easy to fucking mess these things up. I'm not fucking trying to confirm. I could fucking... No, fuck off. A lot of people are trying to... I mean, I've seen a lot of detractors of these saying that, oh, this is the fucking... The curry fish balls, whatever, or some sort of microwave dish that Phil prepared himself because Cat's not there. I heard some theories say that. It's possible, I guess, it's possible. The Cat has not been seen or heard from for a long fucking time.
we continue it on, and I'm trying to think what we even did next, because we did so much during this event. We did a WWE 2K 30-man over-the-top rope battle royale. Alright? And it was very fun. It was Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat versus Tekken. Each game had 10 representatives. This was a really good one because all the characters had signature moves. Like we had, Ken was doing Shoryukens, right? Each character, Jack 2 from Tekken did his robot press where he picks you up and then slams you down to the side like it's his throw. Like they all had their signature moves. It was really neat. So that was a great thing. And then we had another recipe. It was Cody's Tornado Sweep Milkshake. That was what we ended the night with as a nice dessert at the end of the night. Of course, other various things happened. There was like a Q&A thing in there to just kill some time while we were waiting for some stuff to happen. But good stuff. So here's how, first of all, here's how it's going to work. All the gameplay is already live here. The Level 1 podcast, the 2 runs in Street Fighter, as well as the Battle Royale and the Daily Wrap. And I think there was either one more like time-killing video. They're all live on the channel here right now. All of the non-gameplay style stuff will now be over on DSP Reacts. So for example, we've got all the food videos, the 3 different Street Fighter recipes. Also, me trying out
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for a super chat. He says the recipe he read on stream said to cook the filling and then steam it in the bun. Simple directions are hard for his dent family. I told you, Cat and Phil are very fucking bad at following simple directions. Think of the fucking Christmas dinner they fucking had before. That strange fucking Christmas roast thing they're going to make. And Phil saw the amount of alcohol it required, and he thought to himself, that's too much alcohol. We better lower it. And then he wondered why it went so wrong. Yeah, they're awful at fucking taking direction. Also, Phil just said example there, so I'll just tick that off. Strong start to the card, although bit of a strange pattern in all the green squares. Bit of a sus pattern there. Anyway, good start to the card.
We've got all the food videos, the 3 different Street Fighter recipes. Also, me trying out the Jersey Mike sandwich, as well as the tier maker. And I believe there was like the final video that was like the final thoughts on the event and how it had gone. All that will be live on DSP Reacts, basically 1 video a day. So I spread it out so every day there's a new thing to watch over on that channel for variety purposes. So that's good. That means on that channel you'll have a reason to be there every day this week. I know previous weeks has been kind of slow there. So you'll have a new video of DSP versus the internet and the new video from the Fight and Feast for content. Overall, not only did the event go well for attendance, for engagement and support, but my wife was really happy. And let me tell you guys something. You know, I like making Cat happy, and it's sad that
Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Hayden Thigh Great for subscribing to his channel, much appreciated. Also, let's rewind this so Phil can fucking wax lyrical on how he loves making cats happy.
Not only did the event go well for attendance, for engagement and support, but my wife was really happy. And let me tell you guys something. You know, I like making Kat happy, and it's sad that she can't be more of a part of my content. All right? She likes what I do. She wishes that she could be a part of my content. Okay? But here's the problem, is that there's so many messed up, toxic people on the internet that will, for absolutely positively no good reason, tear you down and make you feel like shit, that she just doesn't want to appear in my content. You understand? Like, when she first moved here 5 years ago, she wanted to be a part of the content. She started showing up in videos for Q&A. We did a Halloween marathon we started together, but these people just were so toxic and disgusting with how they were behaving that she just got completely, you know, hurt, quite frankly, by their behavior, and was like, I really don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself in that situation where I can be harassed online, have all these horrible things said about me, when all I want to do is be a part of the fun stuff, right? So at that point, she said, I just don't want to be part of this anymore. I'm done with it. So I said, okay. And since then, she's never wanted to be part of it. This was a cool way for her to be a part of the content and not put herself in the line of fire of toxic people. You understand? Like, she was able to cook these cool recipes. She did a good job. Like, for example, the fish curry was really, really good. I just probably wouldn't have fish balls again. I told her, make that curry sauce again, but make it with chicken or veggies. And she agreed. She loved the curry sauce too. So maybe we make a new curry dish that we can have as a dinner every once in a while. As for the Bao Z, even though it didn't come out perfect, she learned a little bit about
money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
First of all, thank you very much to Black Mage for Super Chat. It says you could make that Benzo Dent happy with shiny keys and a pile of mashed potatoes. Brutal but accurate, Black Mage. Cannot disagree. Thank you very much to Cody Taylor as well for Super Chat. It says he doesn't have the bandwidth for Cat to be on cam. He doesn't have a fucking camera with a fucking wide enough lens to fucking have that fucking mare be on the fucking camera. Should fucking need to fucking go backwards, fucking and backwards more and more and more and more and more and more. And he's fucking have to have a very good fucking zoom. Jesus fucking Christ, nah. But nah, look, the simple truth of the matter is that if she has no fucking desire to be part of Phil's content because Phil's fucking community is toxic as all hell. Like, keep in mind, apparently Kat has fucking nothing to do if she sees nothing of what the detractors say or do or whatever. Kat is somebody who is very happy to force Phil to watch other YouTube content creators and their playthroughs and their games. Phil gets cucked on a fucking daily basis, essentially, by Kat, by fucking her forcing him to watch these more successful YouTubers play fucking games that he's fucking playing. And yet she wants absolutely fuck all to do with his content because his community is absolutely fucking ridiculous and so fucking toxic. And he simply cannot fucking do a simple thing about how toxic his community is. Can you imagine Derek trying to behave himself if a fucking cat turns up? Imagine Derek trying to fucking, you know, how's Phil going to control Derek with Cat on stream? It's not happening.
As for the Bao Z, even though it didn't come out perfect, she learned a little bit about making dough for herself. She even said, I kind of like baking and making my own dough. It was the first time she had ever made her own dough from scratch. And she was like, man, I'd like to do that more. Maybe make loaves of bread, maybe make other baked goods. I'm like, hey, go for it. That sounds good to me. I would love that. She also, we really liked the filling that was in the Bao Z. So maybe use that filling in something else, right? And, you know, so she loved it. She had a really great time helping out with the show. And at the end of the show, a lot of people told me on stream, be sure to tell Kat, thank you so much because those recipes were really cool. And I did, and you have no idea how happy she was. Like, that makes me super duper happy that my wife is happy like that. Because she doesn't get to be happy in regards to my content very often. And this is a special day where she actually got to be a part of it. And she was super, super happy at the end of the day at how it went. And that everyone liked what she had worked on. And you know, after having talked with her, you know, she would be willing to do more stuff like that. If we have themed events, you know, later on this year. We were actually talking about it. So, as you guys...
I'm bored. Let's go 1.25 speed. We built some speed. We've got some, speed up juice built up. Let's just fucking go for it. 1.25. Let's crack on.
Know once a year, essentially, I do like a long-form Bethesda playthrough, right? Everyone knows this. 2 years ago it was Fallout New Vegas, last year it was Skyrim, and this year it's Oblivion. Stands to reason, next year it's probably going to be Fallout, right? What Fallout, though? Would it be Fallout 3 or Fallout 4? I don't know. But let's say we decide that we're going to do one of those as a retro playthrough. Well, maybe what we can do is whenever we decide to start it, I can do a cool celebratory marathon event of a lot of Fallout gameplay, but other Fallout-related things. And maybe one thing you could do, they have a Fallout cookbook. I'm 100% sure. I've seen it in stores. We can get a Fallout cookbook, and she could make a bunch of, like, Fallout recipes that we can try foods and stuff during the marathon event while we launch the playthrough Fallout together. Okay? That's pretty cool, right? Among other things. So, that's just one idea I have.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for Super Chat. It says, also, this bugs me. You get 3 fish balls and curry. In what universe is that a snack that requires a foot-long sub afterwards? It's a very good fucking question. Very good fucking question. I guess in video game land where Phil resides on a daily fucking basis, that in that universe, but it's a strange one, I know. He's just a greedy fucking pig. I think in his mind, he was thinking she's gonna fuck something up here because it's her. So let's have a fucking DoorDash on standby.
It's pretty cool, right? Among other things. So, that's just one idea I had. Maybe later this year, I'll do a Street Fighter event again. Maybe Street Fighter 6 is really good, and I want to do a Street Fighter event. She can do more Street Fighter recipes or whatever, right? But also, my anniversary event is coming up in September. September is going to be a very special month here because we're celebrating my 15-year anniversary as a content creator. And after 15 years, there's a lot to cover. We could do retro playthroughs that, are redos of classic games that I played at the very beginning of my YouTube career. We could do a retrospective event where all day long we watch old content and I kind of react to it. Among other things, like it was Arkham, had made a special tier maker that's actually going to be all of the games that I ranked Game of the Year awards for the past 12 years, and actually now in the modern day ranking those games against each other, from a modern perspective as opposed to the perspective of each year. It's going to be interesting to see how those games have aged and if I still think that they're good or not. So that's just a few ideas of things that we can actually do. And maybe she can think up some things to bake and or cook, like recipes. Maybe we can find a cookbook that relates somehow to my history on YouTube. I don't know what it would be. I have to think about it. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, if she can participate in that way, she would love it because she's a good cook. And she really enjoyed doing those recipes for us yesterday. And that's just awesome that she got to be a part of it. Didn't put herself in harm's way. No potential for harassment or anything like that. And but she was very happy at the end of the day. I mean, that's really awesome. So, thank you guys. Anyone who was here yesterday, anyone who participated in any positive way, whether you just watched, whether you actually engaged and talked in the chat, whether you contributed in any way, whether you got a suggestion, a comment, anything that added, positively yesterday, thank you so very much. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, it's all good. As you know, Spartanius one says, have her cook the very first thing you cooked on Poorly Cooking with the King. Oh, no. I mean, I made terrible things. I made, like, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, burgers, right? Quesadillas. What did I make back then? I don't even remember the stuff that I made because it was just, not good stuff that I was making. I really don't remember what I made. Have her make her own versions of what I made on Poorly Cooking with the King to blow us away and show us how good she is as a cook, right? Okay. Anyway, so it was great. Content all week, right? The content from on this channel's live, content on DSP Reacts all week. Great event. Really, really pleased with how it went. Now here's our next challenge, okay? Now we have to figure out, what do we want to do next, okay? You guys liked this themed event so much, I would be down for another themed style event, but what would it be? Or do you want to do a long-form React event in June? All right, that's the challenge we have right now. We have to figure this out, okay? What exactly do we want to do next month? Because I'm down for either. You want to do a long-form event of reacting? Let's talk about channels on YouTube that you like. Whether you want me to go back to his channel I've already done, like Frederick Knudsen or June the King. Whether you want me to do something comedy-wise, like Internet Historian, something new. Whatever it is, we could do that. Or maybe you're not interested in doing the React stuff and you want to do another themed event here on DSP Gaming, right? I'd be down for that too. I had so much fun yesterday. But the question is, what kind of a themed event do you want to see, right? I don't know. I mean, next month, here's what's going on next month. We've got Street Fighter 6, Diablo 4, and Final Fantasy 16. Those are the 3 big ones, okay? Now, there's other stuff as well, don't get me wrong, but those are the 3 giant things happening during the course of the month. So, do you want something in relation to those? I feel like here's the thing, if Street Fighter 6 comes out, and we did a crazy fun marathon day of me trying characters in online play and community play in Street Fighter 6, that'd be great, but we just did Street Fighter. So even though it would be pertinent, I feel like double Street Fighter is not going to be as effective, you understand? So I don't think that doing Street Fighter twice in a row works. But then what other kind of event would you like to see? Maybe a throw...
Oh, shut up for a second. We've got another fucking bingo because you fucking talked about new games. Fucking hooray.
Back, a throwback classic games event where I play, tougher games like trying to beat Ninja Gaiden for the first time ever, which I've never done. Or playing classic Mega Man games with challenges on there or something like that. We think, I don't know. I want to talk to you guys about it so we can figure this out, all right? So let's start talking about it. As of today, we really need to start discussing this because if we don't figure this out soon, time's going to catch up on us. As soon as June hits, we're going to be so busy with all the new stuff coming out, time is going to absolutely fly by, right? And so that being said, I don't want to get backed up and next thing you know, now we can't do anything special because these special events are good. So every day now, I think on the podcast or, otherwise on the streams, give me your feedback if you can. Let's begin the discussion this week. Hopefully by the end of maybe next week, so the end of May, we'll have some good ideas and maybe we can actually start maybe voting on them or whatever. Because I'm down for whatever, but, I don't want to just forget about it because I know it's going to be a busy month, but I don't want to have it be left as an afterthought and then we're trying to either rush to do something or we end up doing nothing. Speaking of that, there is no Ask the King this month. Originally, Ask the King, my Q&A show, was supposed to be this month, but we've bumped it. It's going to, at the earliest, be next month, but might even be bumped to early July.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for the super chat. It says, just send your love notes to Ryan off stream. God. Yeah, I mean, the most important opinion surely has to fucking belong to Ryan. What does Ryan want Phil to do? And he is in Phil's chat right now. He is talking in Phil's chat as of this very fucking second. Reminding everyone that he fucking made Phil do 11 shots. I think Jinx was... So, I thought Jinx appears to have been responsible for $1,100 of the $1,300 odd dollars that Phil made yesterday. That's an insane amount of money. Imagine bragging about giving Phil that sort of money. So yeah, let Rhyme dictate what happens for the next fucking event. I think he's fucking earned it with a fucking amount if he's invested in the fucking show. DSP Gaming is proudly sponsored by Hypnotic Jinx, aka Ryan.
But we've bumped it. It's going to at the earliest be next month, but might even be bumped to early July. Reason being, right now I really need to focus in on all the games that I'm playing. I need to make maximum progress in everything, and I can't be taking time away now from streams to be doing, Ask the King, especially when I'm doing Q&A every day with you guys. So, it will return. Ask the King is not canceled, but we definitely need to have it go on a hiatus so I can focus on the stuff going on. Speaking of which, I think now it's a good idea for us to talk about what's coming up. So today, after the Level 1 podcast, we're continuing with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Last time around, we were planet hopping, and we had arrived at Jeddah for the second time. We're now in this big, temple dungeon area in Jeddah where there's heavy winds, and we're trying to figure out how to maneuver around it. Seems like a pretty unique and fun area. Also, I'm using the broad saber, which essentially is a broadsword version of the lightsaber that's really powerful, and I really enjoyed this combat style. So I'm looking forward to more of that on the first stream here. On the late stream tonight, it is Endgame of Oblivion. We are basically at the very end of the game with only 1 or 2 missions left to do before we wrap it up. But the question is, do I want to just turbo through and beat the game, or do I want to actually do what they kind of intend you to do, which is go to each major city and close an incredibly challenging Oblivion gate outside of each city. Each one has this major challenging gate that's like a gauntlet of stuff, and I'd be okay with doing it as long as you guys want to see me do it. If you guys are like, meh, don't do it, well then we don't have to do that. Instead, we can just rush to kind of finish it. I mean, it's really up to you. Let's see how you guys feel tonight, okay? The thing is, once we beat Oblivion, now I have a whole new stream, night streams to play other stuff. Whether we bring back Elden Ring, or whether you'd like to see more of the current games that I'm playing, I'd be down for either, alright? So tonight, Oblivion on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It could be the conclusion, it might not be. Let's see how it goes tonight. Let me know what you think. Then tomorrow, the continuation of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Last time around, we had great progress. We did the entirety of the Sky Dungeon, or Wind Dungeon, and then we went back underground to the depths, and we did an optional, not dungeon, it was more like just exploring the depths, and there was a boss fight where you got a new ability, and now I don't even know what to do next. I'm not sure what's next in the game, but I'm excited. Whatever it is, the game is good, I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the playthrough. I can't wait for more tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, which, man, it is difficult, but is still fun, and it feels rewarding to overcome these tough dungeons and earn, you know, bigger levels in the jobs and stuff that I'm doing. It's been a great run. I can't wait for more tomorrow night. Wednesday is my day off from streaming, all right? No streaming on Wednesday. It'll be a chill day to recuperate. I hope that you guys will catch up on all the content here on the channels. When I come back on Thursday, it'll be more Star Wars and more Oblivion, unless we've beaten Oblivion, in which case we'll determine, do you guys want to see the return of Elden Ring? I'd be down for that. Or would you like to see me do something else? Friday, more Zelda and more Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Saturday is my React day, DSP versus the internet. And then what we'll do is the rest of the week focus on finishing up as much as I possibly can for the rest of May until we get to Street Fighter 6, which is going to be on June 2nd, okay? And I'm going to play 2 straight days of Street Fighter 6, the 2nd and the 3rd, so that's a Saturday and, a Friday and a Saturday. Yes, that means that my React day will be a Sunday that week, June 4th. I'm bumping my React day from a Saturday to a Sunday, so that way we can play Street Fighter 6 2 full days at launch, okay? Then, of course, we're going to have Diablo 4. We're going to have Final Fantasy 16, among other things going on in the month of June. So, plus there's digital events as well, just so you guys remember. Summer Games Fest is coming up. The big Microsoft digital event with the big Starfield blowout, that's coming up. All this stuff is coming up. Okay? All right. I hope this all sounds good to you. Good stuff happening. All right? Outside of that, guys, thank you for an outstanding week and a half. Yes, the streak continues. Every single stream for the last 19 streams, we have hit all of the support goals, and everything has been exceeded. And we're doing really good. If this streak ends today, it's no big deal. It's fine if it does. I mean, yesterday was such an over-the-top, crazy positive day. I'm so grateful for all the support that I got from all of you yesterday that if it ends today, it's all good. If it continues, I'll let you know. We'll see. But all the rewards are in effect, as you know. Our 3-tiered tips rewards at $50, $100, and $150. Yes, if we hit our likes goal today of 100 likes, I'll do a celebratory bubble blow with my new bubble guns just to show you guys. So I've had these bubble guns now for just under a week. And already, there's our bubble juice. Not that bad, actually, I would say. But definitely I'm using way more bubbles than I used to. Especially because sometimes I'm doing the double bubble gum. Right? But I love these things. These are fun. And, you know, Jasper has not been in here yet when I used it, right? Jasper right now is trying to go into the bubble gun box. So Jasper has not been in here when I use the bubble gun. I have no idea how he will react when I use a bubble gun. It's going to be pretty fun if we hit the bubble goal today to see how Jasper is going to react to that, okay? So there you go. So that's in effect. And, you know, just thank you in advance. Any contributions today, whether it be simply liking the stream, a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership, a tip, all greatly appreciated. All right, they help the channel. Everything is, I'm grateful for everything. Thank you so much. All right. I literally have nothing really else to talk about today because we're so tapped out from yesterday. You know, yesterday I drank a ton. I drank a ton of tequila on that stream. How many shots did I take? Did you even count? I think over the course of the day, no exaggeration, I think I had like 9 shots or something like that. Good news is I was eating and drinking constantly all day outside of the shots, and I kind of recovered at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, at night, I relaxed and I, you know, had a... Jasper, what are you doing?
Because Phil said good news, which is another fucking bingo. We're doing quite well when it comes to the old bingo and getting things ticked off and all that shit. And of course, we're chasing our own streak here. We are on a free stream bingo winning streak here. We want to go for 4 in a row now. We're trying to get 4 full houses in a row here. So we only need to get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things ticked off. So we've got plenty of the stream to go, and hopefully Phil can be encouraged to say and do all these things. And don't forget as well, free spaces could be crucial. 5 burps away from a free space. Remember, like the stream as well. I don't think Phil's going to blow bubbles for likes. He's only got 50 odd likes on his stream. So I don't think he's going to be blowing bubbles to give us any free spaces there.
Now he's playing with the bubblegum box. Because the bubblegums are in the box. It's kind of like a holster that I hold them in. And he's like, now he's like attacking the box. No, the good news is I wasn't hungover. How could I have been hungover? Think about this. I was eating and drinking all day when I was drinking. The way you get hungover is if you drink so much during a day and you're not eating, you're not drinking, you're not essentially giving other things for your body to work the alcohol with, that then the alcohol poisons your body and you feel like shit. But in this case, I was buzzed, but because I was doing all those other things during that, I never really got to the point where it was like, oh, I feel like I'm sick or whatever. And I also slept it off, you know what I mean? Because not only was I eating and doing that all day long, but then I had a nice night's rest. Woke up this morning actually feeling kind of refreshed. So that was nice. But I will tell you this, I don't want to see tequila for a while. I'm pretty done with that. Jasper, what are you doing? How dare you? He's attacking the box. Don't attack my bubblegum box. Do not attack the bubblegum box. He's being so silly. He's pawing the box like this and pulling it. Jasper, he's playing with the box. Jasper loves boxes. He's a cat. Cats, for some reason, they have this affinity to boxes, and he loves boxes. Yeah. Okay. He's rubbing his face against the box. Anyway, so yeah. Everything's good today. Ready to go. Raring to go. Ready for Star Wars fun. Jasper, don't do that. He's biting the wire. Why you gotta do that? That's it, Jasper. You're gonna get sprayed if you eat the wire. I'm telling you right now. He wants my attention very badly right now. That's what it is. Okay. All right. So, what do we got to do today on the podcast? Well, I have one shout out to do, so let's do it. I have nothing on the YouTube side, meaning no super chats, no memberships, or anything like that. I have received a $2 tip.
Hold on. So that's why you were stalling so heavily. That's why you were stalling so fucking heavily there. I was wondering why it was taking so fucking long to get into the fucking contributions. Because nobody's fucking bothered to give me a fucking thing practically apart from one person. And so for fucking $2 goddamn dollars.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Jude. That's all for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Right, let's get out of the way. Let's see the fucking flood of contributions come into Phil's stream. To see the streak continue.
What do we got to do today on the podcast? Well, I have one shout out to do, so let's do it. I have nothing on the YouTube side, meaning no super chats, no memberships, or anything like that. I received a $2 tip. So, it's an anonymous tip. This person has an interesting suggestion regarding tier maker. Okay, so let me get the anonymous $2 tip on the leaderboard. Jasper, do not bite that wire. And yes, I'm aware someone in the chat just said when you spray your cat, they don't know what's going on, you're just scaring them. I understand that. I don't like spraying Jasper. I only do it as a last resort if it's in a situation where he's basically doing something where he can harm himself. You know, I can't have him chew a wire. There's electricity going through that. I don't want him to get fried. I have to make sure he's not doing that. So if I see him chewing a wire, like right now, oh, he's got my arm.
Jasper kinda actually had him there. Hold on. You guys need to see this. Look at this shit here. Fucking, he really went up for it there. Look at that shit. That was a nice wee fucking attack there from Jasper. Look at him there in the corner. Phil's fucking squaring up and Jasper's like, if only I had fucking front claws. If I had front claws, you'd be fucking dead, old man.
Oh, he's got my arm. Yes, so if I see...
So yeah, I am absolutely convinced by all... No. Phil got that fucking cat declawed. There's no, imagine... I can imagine Phil thinking, we can't have this fucking cat keep its fucking claws. It'll scratch the crap out of us. So yeah, there's no... Yeah, Phil absolutely got that poor little fucking cat declawed.
See him chewing a wire, I have to do what I can to stop him. You know what I mean? Jasper, stop that right now. No biting of wires. Okay, so anyway, here's what the anonymous tipper has to say. I was watching your tier maker streams. Well, thanks for watching them. I'm wondering why, for example, when you're doing one that's... Jasper, really? I turned for a second. 1 second, and he's biting the wire again. Now he ran down the hallway. Okay, let's try this again. I was wondering why, when you haven't played a game, for example, if there's games you haven't played at all, or maybe there's a game that you've heard of, but you've never actually played it, why not watch a short video of the gameplay to give your impressions on what it looks like? It's a fun idea, and I'm enjoying your content lately. Well, here's the thing. That's a good suggestion. And for example, let's say, for example, we had a tier maker where we had maybe 10 to 15 things that we were ranking, but I didn't know like 5 of them. And I absolutely wanted to rank them all. Then that's probably something I absolutely positively would do. What you're saying makes sense, correct? Watch, get informed on each one, and that way you can actually rank them properly. But if you take a look at the tier makers that I've actually done, all right? Things such as rank all the gaming consoles, rank all the Zelda games, rank all the Street Fighter franchises. These are things that have tremendous amount of options, right? Tremendous. And I'll give you a perfect example here. When I did the Zelda tier maker 2-3 weeks ago, so 3 weeks ago, right? I really love doing it, by the way. It was super fun. But half the games I never played because there was all the handheld Zeldas. And I never had those handheld Zeldas. I only played the console Zeldas. Excuse me. And it's funny because there's comments, or people were trying to comment, being negative dicks on the video, and they were saying things like, why'd he even bother doing this tier maker if he didn't play half the games, right? So first of all, you have to understand something. I didn't make the tier maker. There's a ridiculous amount of pre-made tier makers, and I just grabbed one that seemed to have all of the games in it. In particular, the ones that I knew that I had played were the ones that I wanted to rank, and I saw that one had them all. So that's number one. It's not like, oh, I'm making the tier maker. Why'd I do that one that has half the games I never played? Because this one had all of them. I wanted something that covered everything. That way I could definitely rank all the ones that I had played. But number two, that tier maker was 2 hours long. 2 hours in length. And that was just to rank all the console Zeldas that I had played. Can you imagine if I'd taken the time to watch videos on and now rank all the other videos that I hadn't played, right? Can you just think about that? How nuts that would have been? That would have been like a 4-hour video. Who wants to watch a 4+ hour tier maker, right? Even as is, a lot of people complain it's too long as it is. And I'm like, well, you understand, when I'm doing a tier maker, I'm doing an in-depth one that's supposed to be informative. It's not just supposed to be me dicking around and putting out a piece of fluff content for the internet that I rushed out to have a video for today. This is supposed to be a meaningful piece of content where I actually analyze the games and rank them against each other in a serious manner. My tier maker stuff is supposed to be taken seriously, not, oh, anyone could do this and do it in 5 seconds. You see? Kind of like all my React content. No, my React content is not just done for the sake of having fluff content for you today.
Jesus fucking Christ, shut the fuck up. Your content's not that fucking good. Also having our fucking bingo because you said you see. But holy fucking shit, Phil, stop fucking inhaling your own goddamn farts for a fucking second. Your content's fucking garbage. Nobody really gives a fucking about it, to be honest. I mean, not even Kat wants to fucking watch it. She would rather watch fucking other content creators be better at the fucking job than you are. That's the simple truth of the fucking matter, Phil. Your content is not really that fucking meaningful.
And make faces at a trailer going, oh, oh, yeah. I don't do that. I actually sit there and I analyze it. Very different than what other people do for React, I know. So, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time,
I want to rewind that. Jesus fucking Christ. I want to rewind that just to get Phil's jealousy in there about other YouTubers.
Serious manner. My tier maker stuff is supposed to be taken seriously, not, oh, anyone could do this and do it in 5 seconds. You see? Kind of like all my React content. No, my React content is not just done for the sake of having fluff content for you today. Make faces at a trailer going, oh,
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Blackberry for the super chat. It says, tier maker streams are literally meant to be fluff. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're fucking good. You're not meant to fucking commit so much fucking time to them. Not when you're fucking enduring it and fucking watching a video of it. God damn it, no, it's awful, no. They're not meant to be an hour long, they're not meant to be 2 hours long. They're meant to be quite digestible, quite easy to consume. Phil takes that fucking concept and thinks I'm gonna fucking bore people to fucking death pretending my fucking version of it's meaningful. No, it's fucking terrible. It's garbage. Jesus, pure wants to be a fucking thumbnail. Alright, we'll try. We'll fucking try. Why not? We'll give it a go. I love his wee tune. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I feel like close these two things. Hold on, closing it. There we go. Right. Now, usually the more you try to include, the worse off it'll do. Oh, that's actually going quite well. That's actually going quite solidly, I think. I think that's quite passable. There we go, that'll do. That's a good potential thumbnail right fucking there.
I don't do that. I actually sit there and I analyze it. Very different than what other people do for React, I know. So, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, I feel like the tier makers are already lengthy enough. Like the Street Fighter the fighting game one from yesterday. I ranked arguably 20, 30 different fighting game franchises. The tier maker had like 60. So it's like, most of those games no one ever heard of anyway. Am I really going to sit there and watch 30 fucking videos of one of each game just to know what they are to say that I can rank them? Probably not. It wouldn't have made sense. So here's what I think. Excuse me. Here's what I think. If it's a tier maker that doesn't have a lot to rank, what if it's a top 10, but I only have personal experience 5? Then what you're saying makes absolute perfect sense. Let me take a little bit of extra time and effort, maybe watch some videos, do some research, and then the tier maker will be a lot better. But if it's a tier maker that already has a million options, it's okay to skip half of them. You're already going to rank the ones intelligently that you know. There's no need to do this insane amount of research. Like I said, the Street Fighter, the fighting game tier maker that was an hour long yesterday would have been 3 hours long if I had actually talked about every game. The Zelda tier maker would have been 4 to 5 hours long. You know what I'm saying? So, probably not very useful to do that in all situations. I appreciate your suggestion. I appreciate your tip. Thank you for that. And that's the first tip of the day. On the YouTube side of things, it looks like JDTV has re-upped his membership for 4 months, and he says you should do a Super Castlevania 4 themed event. Sadly, I already did Castlevania stuff last year. I actually bought that Castlevania collection, and I played through Castlevania 1, 2, 3, and 4 / Super Castlevania, and I've already done full playthroughs of them all as of last summer. So if I was going to do an event like that, it would have been last year, and we didn't. It was said they were separate playthroughs, so interesting idea, but kind of already got there and done that, so we have to think of something different. But I appreciate the suggestion, and thank you for the ongoing support, JDTV. Yahtzee asks, how's the weather today? Cool. I don't have the air conditioner on at all. You may have noticed. You don't hear anything. All I have on is the fan in the background, oscillating. That's it. It's very cool here in Washington today. It went down to the 60s. We went from 80 to 90 degree weather to 60s within like 3 days. Good. So. All right, Ruffian Forever, I've had enough of you trying to cause drama. Don't come back. I mean it too, because you've been unbanned 3+ times, and then you come back and say stupid negative stuff every day. I don't want you back. Goodbye. Okay, Tyler says, I was going to buy Halo Infinite. Is the game worth playing? I don't know. Halo Infinite was absolutely outstanding at launch. It had a good campaign, and the multiplayer was good. But now it's 2 years later, and from everything I would understand, they ruined their own franchise. Like, this was a game that was at the top of the world when it came out, and within a year, it crapped and died because they wouldn't update it. They just didn't have the manpower nor the talent to really get it to be like the other games that are it's contemporaries, you know. While Call of Duty is constantly updating new seasonal content, Halo couldn't do it.
So that's not a bingo because Phil said update. We are 4 away from a full house. Hopefully Phil will keep burping again. We can get maybe free spaces with burps. 5 burps away from a free space. Remember, like your stream as well to get a free space that way.
So, you very well may buy Halo Infinite, love the campaign, and play the online for a bit, but just don't expect any updates or anything, okay? You probably will like it, though. And by the way, stands to reason, it's on Game Pass. You don't have to buy it. As long as you have an Xbox console and you have Game Pass, you have Halo Infinite. You don't have to spend money on it. So. Okay. All right. So what would you guys like to talk about? We've got time. We have time for Q&A today. And by the way, I guarantee you there's going to be trolls and idiots today. I'll take care of them as I see them. It's fine. You know, there's always, whenever there's like a fallout from a big marathon or whatever, you get a bunch of idiots coming in here. And I already got a few of them earlier today. I'll take care of them as I see them. Apologies if they come in and they annoy you guys. It is what it is. No, there's no... I have not mentioned anything whatsoever about getting a new PC. All right? No, I've not mentioned that at all. The support in the last week and a half has been absolutely outstanding. Right now, it is helping a lot with bills and other stuff. Yes, I do have some surplus right now, which is great, but it's kind of already going to bills and things in the future. If this kind of support continues, which would be insane if it does, then yeah, we can start talking about long-term stuff. For now, though, I'm not jumping the gun and making any plans to spend thousands of dollars. I would certainly like to get a new PC by the end of the year, but being that it's been a year since we talked about it, I think what we would need to do is sit down and look at the situation and be like, so what's going on now with PCs? Because last year I had this big listing of components and things that I should get, but how much you want to bet if we sat down today and we did it, it would be completely different, right? Especially because I think component prices have dropped and everything, because that whole, what is it? Bitcoin mining on PCs isn't even possible anymore, or if you do it, it's not economical, so no one does it anymore. So I think all the prices dropped, right? So we'll talk about it. Let's talk about it soon. Let's see if the support continues and go from there. But I'm not jumping the gun and changing my whole setup right now. If anything, if you take a look between last year and this year, everything has improved. Like literally my visuals, the quality of my capture, right? Everything has improved dramatically since last year. The only thing is my PC is old and could die, and I just still every once in a while have a corrupted video. But it's not a humongous, imminent thing that needs to change immediately, so. Okay.
I just wanted to let Phil finish ranting there, okay? That's incredible. He has been given so much more extra money than fucking usual. And essentially, Phil is confirming to his audience here, yeah, I'm not going to do a goddamn thing differently with that extra fucking money. Nothing's going to fucking change. I told you guys. I fucking told you fucking guys. Nothing will change. It doesn't matter how much fucking money Phil gets. Nothing is going to fucking improve in his fucking life. That is insane to fucking admit to your audience. A reminder, Phil usually, on average, gets about, maybe between $800 and $1,000 per week. If he's lucky, his average streams,
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Black Mage. Super Chat says, Bills refers to JPEGs of Billy Gunn, aka the Ass Man. Of course, badass Billy Gunn, one of the fucking characters in WWE Champions. But yeah, look what Phil used to make on the average week for tips, okay? This week here, about, $1,100. This week here, $899. This week here, $795. Then the week before Jinx turned up, $835. And then since Jinx has turned up, Phil got $2,285 that first week in tips. And then second week so far, Phil has got $2,306. So he is making substantially far more than usual in tips alone. You'd think a wee bit of fucking extra money could be put aside to maybe trying to improve the business, or trying to improve his life, or trying to even fucking make Kat happy. Maybe get a fucking honeymoon sorted. No, of course not. In the 10 streaming days that Jinx has turned up, Phil has been given almost $4,600 in tips. And Phil has fucking had the audacity to fucking tell his audience, yeah, support's been great lately, but I'm not changing anything right now, it's all going towards bills. I was like, yes, we have a surplus, but it's going towards future bills. Then what the fuck's... Is anything ever going to get reinvested into the fucking business ever again, Phil? Highly fucking doubtful. But of course, you guys have liked the stream. 100 likes you guys have given the stream. So we have earned 1 free space. And not only have you earned a free space, you've earned this animation made by the fucking extremely crazy Pixar Animations.
Oh, yo, that smells really, really good. I love it. Okay. Jade says he hopes to know Boggs. I just chatted. I see all the Fast and Furiouses. I don't know what you mean by Boggs, but you saw all the Fast and Furious movies. All right, how about this? Jade, you've seen all the Fast and Furious movies. I'm curious. This is an honest question. What is your favorite one out of all of them? Because there's so many of them, and apparently they're all the same plot, right? So I'm curious, was there an actual... like one movie that stood out to you that was the best Fast and Furious?
Okay, let's be real about Fast and Furious. Obviously, it's fucking jumped the shark so many fucking times, but the first couple of movies, like you could argue, the first 3 movies were genuine racing movies. You know, also the third one altogether had a completely different cast. Essentially, was set in Tokyo, but yeah, the first 3 movies were pretty much grounded in these are about racing. And also some sort of kind of crime element where, I'll say, as the fucking movies progressed and went on and more crazy shit, and it turned into some sort of like we're fucking master criminal crazy heist people. And it's like, what the fuck's this all about? Yeah, it got crazy. The fucking more and more it went on, the crazier it fucking got. But people like that fucking generic shit. It's easily consumable content. You don't have to fucking concentrate too fucking hard to enjoy it. You know? So, I don't know. I don't mind watching these fucking movies, especially the fucking later ones as well. I don't fucking mind it.
Serious movie out of all of them, right? Just, there's so many of them. There's 10 of them, right? I wonder.
I mean, it may also fucking depend where it's set. Like, I thought it was pretty fucking neat to see them fucking like tearing through the streets of Edinburgh. That was it 9th movie where John Cena turned up as Vin Diesel's brother, and they're actually fucking going through Edinburgh, just fucking having a big fight, and they're racing through the fucking streets. That shit's kind of cool to see. They're going through fucking it's a country I fucking live in, and they're fucking doing all these fucking stunts and like fucking landmarks I fucking recognise. You know what I mean? So that kind of shit's pretty cool to me.
Do I still get corrupted videos? I do. I still get corrupted videos, but it's... Let me put it this way. When I get corrupted videos, it's not like, oh my god, I can't stop getting corrupted videos. It would be like, I get one a day, and then in the next week there's another one, and then all of a sudden they just kind of calm down. Usually when I have a corrupted video, it's not a big deal. I can just pull that raw video out of the archive of the stream anyway, and then I use that. So it's not like a ginormous deal. Very, very often do I get a situation where the video corrupted, but I also can't get the video out of the stream, and now I'm screwed and I lost the video. That almost never happens, okay? So, yeah, it's really not a huge deal. Every once in a while, it could be a little bit annoying, maybe you do extra work, but it's not something that's constant. Pickle Man, how you doing today? He says, do you have questions for me? Oh my god. What's your favorite Street Fighter game? Since we did a giant Street Fighter marathon or all day yesterday, what's your favorite Street Fighter game? JDTV says, I was surprised how easy you made it look to spam Kikoken. For me, it takes 5 tries before it works. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Street Fighter for a very long time. So at least for the classics, my execution is pretty good. But I find it funny that even then you saw I was having issues. I was saying, oh, it dropped. Yeah, because that version, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, is not good. It actually has tons of issues. It runs at the wrong speed on certain stages, and it actually has input issues where it drops inputs and stuff. It's pretty bad, okay? Jade says he meant bugs, and he says he loves 6 and X. 6 and X. So what happened in 6 and X? I wonder.
Money, yeah,
What the difference is.
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Meth for tipping, who says Phil is like an English whiskey. Why does it exist? Who would unironically consume it, except the misguided, insane, and Campbells like King Jan? I do not consume English whiskey. You fucking take that shit back, Meth Bear. You cheeky wee bastard. I appreciate the tip, of course, you know what I mean, but I'm not one to consume English whiskey. In fact, that's what I'm saying, you actually spelled whiskey wrong. You spelled whiskey with an E, which is not the proper way to spell fucking whiskey. The rest of the world spells whiskey with a fucking E, but true actual Scottish whiskey is spelt without the fucking E in it. That is the proper way to spell whiskey, and that's when you know you got genuine, proper Scottish whiskey. Let's say that shit, but it's good to see you, and thank you very much for tipping. But yeah, Phil, exactly, it's a good analogy though. Like, why does Phil exist? Who would unironically consume Phil's content? Except the misguided, insane, and obviously people like me, the bingo. Yeah, exactly.
6 and X. So what happened in 6 and X? I wonder what the difference is. Dex says, I'll email you. I have an entire game room with enough stuff to build 10 PCs. I may be able to help you save like $1,000. Alright, Dex, email me. We'll talk. I'm down.
There we go. I told you guys, why the fuck would Phil bother to invest in his fucking business when his audience are fucking there to fucking give him everything he fucking needs? I've told you guys this time and time again. He is not going to fucking take the extra fucking money that's given to him and fucking reinvest it into his own business when he's got a fucking army of denheads ready to fucking supply him with the fucking equipment right there. They're going to throw him all his fucking equipment and say, here you go, Phil. There you go. This is everything you need.
Down for that. Let's have a discussion. Konnichiwa to Yuan. How are you? Why not have a Mortal Kombat event? So here's the deal. We talked about that yesterday. Alright? So people were like, we really liked your Fight and Feast for Street Fighter. Why not do a Fight and Feast for Mortal Kombat? Alright? Fair enough. Now, I don't know if there's a Mortal Kombat cookbook. But here's the deal. And this is truthful. I don't know what's up with this. There's no way to play the classic Mortal Kombat games on any kind of a modern, like, console. They don't exist. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. Like, they never actually took the classic Mortal Kombat and ported them to play in a modern setting. The classic Street Fighters, there's multiple versions. But classic Mortal Kombat, like, I remember they released, I want to say Mortal Kombat, like, 1, 2, and 3 on Xbox 360, and they were terrible. They were laggy as shit. Offline, they were laggy as shit. Like, they were almost impossible to play. They were really, really bad conversions. It actually drove me nuts because I liked classic Mortal Kombat and I bought one of them and I was like, dude, this is like one of the worst versions I've ever played. And they never really port them anywhere.
Hey, Phil said dude. Phil actually fucking said dude, which is another fucking bingo. Because you guys like the stream, we only need 2 of these things. We only need 2 of these fucking things to happen to get another fucking full house. We are 2 away from a 4th full house in a fucking row.
For some weird reason. I just don't get that. Why did they not port Mortal Kombat? It kind of drives me nuts that that's the case. And also, here's the other thing. The new Mortal Kombat is coming out in September, correct? What is it, September 16th? Well, guess what else is in September that kind of trumps that? My 15-year anniversary, which we've already talked about the fact that you guys want to see a big celebration, right? We're going to do multiple...
Fuck your fucking shitey anniversary. You know what I'm looking forward to September for? I get to fuck off on holiday for a fucking week. I'm going to fucking Greece for a week in September. Well, I don't have to worry about fucking anything bingo related and all that shit, you know. So, yeah, fuck your fucking 15-year anniversary. Who gives a fucking shit about your fucking legacy on YouTube? You'll be remembered. Your time on YouTube will be remembered for one thing and one thing only. You fucking jerking the fucking gherkin off to a fucking audience of children live on the internet.
Of days of events and things. We might even have retro throwback playthroughs that month. So Mortal Kombat will very much be a part of my content that month, but at the very same time, I'm kind of going to be busy with anniversary stuff. So I'm not really going to have time to be doing like a whole Mortal Kombat event too. You see, we already kind of have a special event for September. If there was a way to actually play the classic Mortal Kombats, all right, I would be down to do one in like August, right? Just like we kind of did it a few weeks before. I'd do it in like August. It would be the Fight and Feast Round 2, Mortal Kombat style. And maybe I would try to dress up as a Mortal Kombat character if possible. I don't know. I have to see what costumes are out there. And, you know, and then go from there. But, you know, what are you going to do? Right? You can't play the classics. They don't exist. And some people are like, why don't you emulate them? Again, I can't play games on PC. You can't really emulate here on your TV or whatever. So. And in fact, Pickleman said, I prefer Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter, so I don't have a favorite Street Fighter game. Respectable. Respectable answer. Spartanius one says, your 15th anniversary celebration should be a week-long celebration. There's just too much to look back on quickly. I'd love to see Project 7 react again. I would too. I feel like if I reacted to Project 7 again, because I reacted to it like 4+ years ago, I feel like if I did it again, in this case, it'd be a different perspective. Because now I've reacted to the John and Howard video.
Oh, don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare throw him under a fucking bus again for your own fucking personal benefit.
So not only do we have my reacting to the original situation from 11 years ago, but now I'm also reacting to what they said about it years later, and you have like, you know what I mean? Like, it's even more perspective to the whole thing. So, yeah. There's actually stuff I never even told you guys about. Like, I'll give you an example. The final episode of Project 7 that I ever put out, okay, when it was given to me, was a huge mess. All the audio in it was completely screwed up. The video quality also. I basically had to take it and put it into my video editor and re-edit parts of it to make it even watchable, which is why it's only 720p on YouTube. Even though we filmed in full 1080p and it looked good, it doesn't, you know, it sounds weird, looks different. Why? Because I had to mess with the video to get it to work. Why? Because at that point, which I didn't know, those guys didn't want to work on the show anymore. They were feeling burnt out and they were feeling like they weren't making any money on it, and apparently they had all this bad feelings behind the scenes. They never said a word to me. So I didn't know that was the case. So they were basically, you know, trying to rush to get the show out so they could just be done with it. And they kind of gave me a half-assed episode 4 with a bunch of issues. Now, I don't blame them for that. I just wish that they had told me that this was a thing. And, you know, well, instead I had to kind of like re-edit the whole show myself before I could put it out on the internet. And that was kind of, I knew when something was up, when episode 4 showed up like that, I was like, yeah, these guys are just not, they're not gung-ho for this show anymore. I can tell when they're delivering a product like that. So, but anyway, again, that's one of the many things we could actually talk about, right? During something like that. So, okay. JDTV, is this really you? I think your membership just expired, didn't it? Dude, that was weird. Your membership expired live on the stream. Because you were just, that sucks. Because you were just green and you went, now it left. I was like, oh, is that really him? I thought it was an impersonator, but it really is you. I hate when that happens. Oh, let's see here. Solid Dudes, I'm about to start playing the Judgment franchise of games. How would you say that it compares to Yakuza? It's similar with the combat. It's similar with the open world and the side questing, but the plot lines are completely different. So different subject matter, different plot, but definitely similar styles of gameplay. Great games. Both of them are great. Hello, Xantar. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Well, Juan, wish your uncle an early happy birthday. Spartanius one says you should play GTA games again and hype for GTA 6. I will 100% do a full playthrough of GTA 5 before GTA 6 comes out to build up hype for it. I've only played GTA 5 once ever, when it was a new game in 2013. I did attempt to do a second run on PS4. People weren't interested at the time because it was so close after that. But yes, I will absolutely positively do a 1 second full playthrough of GTA 5, and it'll be whatever the most modern version is too, before 6 comes out. So, yes, I did watch Denver the Last Dinosaur. He's my friend and a whole lot more. He showed me a world I never saw before. How's my stomach after the new foods? It's fine. My stomach is fine. It's like a steel trap. Ever thought about revisiting Dark Souls 2? Yeah, sure. I've done a first run in Dark Souls 2, and then I did a run years later where I did a special build with dual wielding. So I've already done 2 big runs in Dark Souls 2, the original, and the other one was Scholar of the First Sin. So it would be just a 3rd run in it, I guess. I don't know. I'd be okay with going back someday to that. I think people wanted me to do the Elden Ring 2nd run, so I'm ready for the Elden Ring DLC first, and maybe we'll explore that later. Why not try a Metal Gear event? Like, how could you do a Metal Gear event exactly? Right? Like, it's not like fighting games where you can just play like a classic fighting games and do runs in it. Those are long-ass, lengthy games. I don't know how I could do a Metal Gear event. Plus, if I was going to do a Metal Gear event, I want to play Metal Gear Solid 1 again, and there's no modern version. Alright? There's only the PS1 version and the GameCube version. You can't access either. So I would have to wait for them to, like, someone to remake it. Drew for 3 says, it would be cool if Tekken makes it out this year in time for the Game Awards and the big 3 games could compete for Fighting Game of the Year. Absolutely. You know what? Tekken might be one I could do an event for. You want to know why? Because I think you can play the classic Tekkens, right? If you get PlayStation Premium, didn't it have at least one, if not 2 classic Tekken games on there? And I could do hardest difficulty runs in the old-ass Tekkens. I think they were on there. Can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they were. Tekken 1, 2, and 3 are great games. They're just very outdated now, but they're still great games. Dex says maybe a Dark Souls event for Elden Ring DLC, revisiting Bloodborne or something. Maybe, but at the same time. See, here's the thing. I'm hearing a lot of noise outside. Hold on.
Get back, you dick.
I'm hearing like a car. My wife should not be coming home right now. I don't know if my wife is coming home early from work. Hold on.
Oh, hello. This is phone stuff.
Oh, my wife is not feeling well and is coming home early, and she just arrived home. That sucks. I had no idea.
You mean that sucks?
That really sucks.
Why, Phil? Were you hoping to have a house to yourself in
All right,
Jasper?
hold on. I want to go see if she's just coming in. I want to make sure she's okay, guys. Give me a sec.
Bye-bye,
Be
Phil.
right back.
Okay, well, there we fucking go, Phil's. You know, fucking the cat has come home early from work. She's not feeling well. Had to drive herself all the way home. Phil had no idea until she pulled into the fucking drive. Looking out the windows like, why is my wife home? She shouldn't be home. Then looks at the phone and says, oh shit, she's not well. Oh my fucking god. So he's mid to the stream. So. Oh my fucking god. We are only one away. We only need one more thing to happen for a full house. Or we need Phil to burp 4 more times. So we need Phil to either point at a text on the screen or say what I mean by that is. So I could fast forward here. You know, we have plenty of speed up just here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see Phil throw himself into his fucking chair. You ready? Any second now. Wait for it. And there he is. There's a Zelda jam. He's right fucking there. Now he's closing the door.
Alright, everything's alright. You know, my wife's home. She's just not feeling good. I guess she said bad allergies. Her allergies were so bad that she didn't get very sound sleep last night. She's been having way worse allergies than me this year, which is weird. Typically, I have bad allergies every spring. And for some odd reason, I haven't really had bad allergies this year. Now, maybe it's because we actually got the filters into our furnace system early. I bought them like a month ago. And so they've been cleaning all the air in our house out constantly.
Money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Luna Guardian for Super Chat. It says, he is an awful husband.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
I mean, I will agree with you, Luna Guardian. Phil Burnell is absolutely an awful fucking husband. No, seemingly. He seemed more annoyed more than anything else that Kat was home early. And he fucking had to close the door over. He closed the door when he came back into office, which confirms that Jasper will not be able to fucking spend time with Phil on a Monday like usual. But yeah, he is a bit of a shitty husband. There's no denying that. No honeymoon still, remember? Kat still not had a honeymoon for marrying the pig roach. Thank you very much to Black Mage as well for a super chat. It says, Tyrone and friends overfilled her stomach. Black Mage, you are nasty. You are disgusting. But also, probably correct.
Odd reason, I haven't really had bad allergies this year. Now, maybe it's because we actually got the filters into our furnace system early. I bought them like a month ago. And so they've been cleaning all the air in our house out constantly. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, she has been having bad allergies, sneezing and coughing and, burning, runny eyes and everything. And I've been all right pretty much this year. So I lucked out, I guess. We have
money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Warren for the super chat. It says, don't worry, Phil. I'm sure she can still fix dinner. Of course, it doesn't matter. You would need to be fucking dead to fucking not fix Phil dinner. If you're sick in the Burnell household, it's okay for you to be sick, but as long as you fucking wake your sick ass up and make Phil his din-dins. You know, that's the fucking number one priority, remember. There's a clip, I mean, I'll find it. Some of you guys might be aware of it, some of you guys might not be aware of it. And, here we go.
Yeah, I bet.
The only clip that seems to exist for the context of this is this one here. This is Mr. Metaker, Jim, reacting to Dark Side Phil, waking up his sick girlfriend for food.
You've had enough of it. You got embarrassed in this one, and then the previous one, and the one before that. You're looking for one that doesn't make you look like shit.
I just want to make sure that Leanna's awake. She's not been feeling too well. I want to make sure she's awake because she has to start making dinner. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did he just say his girlfriend's sick, but he's got to go wake her up to make sure she can cook his fat ass dinner? Holy shit, what an irredeemable piece of crap. Yeah, God, my girlfriend who sells her shitty fucking soap to support my fat ass. She's real sick right now, but I better go make sure she's awake to cook me dinner. Wow, what a champion. Who doesn't want to be his girlfriend? You can hear him in the background. Yeah, wake up, bitch. I need my Hot Pockets.
Okay.
Wow. Why is she fucking this man?
There we go. It's a classic fucking clip. But yeah, Phil literally did fucking say that. Yeah, so that's the type of person Phil is, you know what I mean? You're sick, you're not feeling well. That's too bad. You're still able to fucking make me dinner though, eh? You can still fucking cook tonight though, right? Of course you fucking can. You're not dead. You can definitely cook.
Funny eyes and everything, and I've been all right pretty much this year. So I lucked out, I guess. We have allergy meds and everything, but I guess you really did not feel very good at all. Like, you know, having no sleep or whatever. So that's what happened. I know it shocked me. So I guess Jasper will not be in here. Jasper is out now, out and about in the house with her. So he will not be in here for the rest of the stream. Okay, guys? Okay. All right. So I have no idea what we were talking about. I'm disheveled. I'm confused. What were we speaking of? I don't even remember. Does anyone remember? Well, anyway, if anyone wants to talk to me, I guess. All right. What would you like to talk about? I was going to explain something about Bloodborne. I was. Anyway.
Such meaningful content. Remember, Phil only fucking makes the most meaningful content. Where he's not going to fucking waste time with some fluff fucking piece of whatever shenanigans. He's going to make sure the things that he fucking presents to his audience and uploads to his fucking channel is going to be the most meaningful, detailed, instructive, sort of intelligent sort of fucking discussion. And he has no fucking earthly clue what the fuck he was talking about. Methbear saying he said no sleep or whatever. He didn't know she didn't sleep. Yeah, true. Keep in mind there's some strong beliefs that Phil and Kat don't actually sleep together. Often because usually Kat is the one that's up first, which means that, you know, that sometimes would disturb Phil. Whatever, so yeah. Or sometimes Phil is always awake late at night playing WWE Champions, which would disturb her when he goes to bed. Phil, as I said, this intro exists for a fucking reason. Like, this thing here. This exists because this is a genuine depiction of how we see Phil's fucking nights usually going. This exists because this is probably how most of Phil's nights end up. Him on a goddamn fucking couch, fucking WWE Champions, and still playing on his fucking phone, drink bottles strewn everywhere, fucking DoorDash orders everywhere as well. Things on fire cause Cat's fucking Cat. So yeah, that is genuinely probably how Phil spends most of his fucking nights. That's just... We had Pixar predict things perfectly. Try somebody, man, but yeah. As I said, remember guys, we're 2 away from a full house. We need Phil to either burp 4 more times, or say or do one of these 2 fucking things. We have 1 free space earned, we only need one of these fucking things to happen.
I don't remember what I was going to explain about Bloodborne. Let's hit the reset button. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Abdullah says tomorrow Callisto Protocol will get a paid DLC called Riot Mode, which is a Horde of Mercenaries mode. Oh. Is anyone going to get that? It certainly doesn't seem very interesting to me. If it was a story-based expansion, maybe, but I don't care about a horde mode, right? No, I have not heard any Persona 6 rumors. Why don't I play Dead Island 2? Because it just didn't seem very interesting. So Dead Island 2 seems to me like the kind of game that you play with friends. It's co-op, zombie survival, a lot of combat. It's kind of a time waster game. I don't really need those for my streams. I don't think it would even really work that well for my kind of streaming. It doesn't fit into my content, so that's why I'm not interested. Oh, really? Abdullah says they're probably doing the story-based DLC for Callisto in June. Okay, fair enough. New Amnesia games it got delayed. The new Amnesia game is now coming out the first week of June along the same time as Street Fighter 6 and Diablo 4, which is really bad for it. Now, here's the thing. I'd be interested in it. I'd be interested in playing this Amnesia game, but we're going to have to find a way to get it to fit into my schedule in June, which seems like it's going to be incredibly busy with all the high-profile new releases, and it's going to be the afterthought. Everyone's going to want to see the other stuff, I feel. So, we'll see what happens, okay? How's the weather? Cooler. It's cooler weather. We had a whole week of insane heat, which is why the pollen exploded out here. Everything got so hot, 80s and 90s, that all the plants went into massive bloom at once and just, boom, hit you with pollen. Which is why allergies are so bad out here right now. But now, the last 2 days, it's cooled down more and more. Yesterday, it was in the 70s. Today, I think it's only in the 60s. So it's actually very cool today. Right now, I don't even have my air conditioning on, which is great. I mean, I might still have to turn it on after a little bit here, but, you know, we'll see. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. And whoop. Okay. Giant Emily Crab says, with my birthday coming up in August, can you play God of War again? Maybe. Summer downtime is always just that. It's an opportunity to play stuff that normally I wouldn't be playing because there's a lot of open time in the schedule. There's typically not a lot of new releases in the summertime, and that's when we actually take up these kind of chill retro playthroughs and stuff. So we'll see what happens this summer. I did play Left 4 Dead 2. I loved Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. I thought they were amazing games. Matt91 says Outlast Trials is supposed to be pretty good. It came out a few days ago. It did not, right? Isn't it only for people who bought, like, the early access, but it's not the final game or something like that, I want to say? Like, isn't it like you pay now, but you get the early alpha build, and then they're going to fix it or improve it later or something like that? JDTV right now, since I don't know how guilds are going to work in Street Fighter 6, I'm not making any plans for one as of yet. I'm not saying that once the game comes out that I'm not interested in it. It would be cool to maybe have a, DSP gaming guild where people can join and be a part and play against each other or whatever. But I don't know anything about it, and certainly I don't want to promote something that I don't understand the ins and outs of yet. I don't know what kind of responsibilities there'd be, how you could, moderate it to make sure people aren't being toxic and disgusting to each other. So I don't want to touch it yet, but once it comes out, I'd consider it as long as we could find a way to make it work. Okay? Have I heard of the PlayStation Showcase leaks? Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is supposed to be shown. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, let's just see what happens on Wednesday. These leaks are kind of silly. It's Wednesday. I won't be here. So I'll have to get caught up on my day off, and I'll talk about it on the podcast Thursday morning. If there is a Metal Gear Remake, I'd be very excited for that. At the same time, though, there's two things that have to be asked. Number one, why would they make Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake first? Why not go in order? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, why are they starting with 3? That's a little weird. But in addition to that, if they remake it, isn't it a little weird because Kojima won't benefit from it at all? He's not part of Konami anymore. So he'll make not a dollar off of it. And I kind of feel like that's messed up. He's the one who was the originator, the creator. You would think that he should get something positive out of it if it's resold as a new game. And he wouldn't. And that's kind of messed up in my opinion. Jinx, it's going well. Thank you so much, Jinx, for all that support yesterday. Really. I mean, insane over-the-top levels of support yesterday. And you were a ginormous part of that. I really...
I'm sorry, but I want to just fucking rewind this. Phil's reaction in seeing Jinx. The hand movement. I thought he was fucking celebrating seeing his name in chat.
Jinx.
Shit. It's, hey, the fucking money man's here. I'm gonna have some hope to have a good day again.
It's going well. Thank you so much, Jinx, for all that support yesterday. Really. I mean, insane over-the-top levels of support yesterday, and you were a ginormous part of that. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all that yesterday, man. It's good to see you. Snow Carl says, 1 year anniversary of my reformation. Well, there you go, Snow Carl. Thank you for a year of support here on the channel. How do I feel about Kojima? I respect Hideo Kojima immensely. This guy has these big, lofty ideas of what he wants to do with games. Doesn't always execute into the best game. Let's be honest, all right? For example, Death Stranding, insanely good graphics, great voice acting / mocap, right? Insanely great plot. Like, seriously, one of the most interesting game plots I've ever experienced in my life, but the gameplay's boring. You know, it's like you hit it on all cylinders, and then you actually have to deliver the package or whatever. You're like, oh, this is just boring, you know? So it's kind of like good on almost all levels. But then again, he originated the whole almost like modern stealth genre of games with the Metal Gear Solid series, right? He really is the father of that style of game that then translated into many other franchises.
That's debatable. I mean, Tom Clancy, Splinter Cell, also quite stealth kind of games. I'm not sure. Those games are around about the same kind of time frame, so it was Kojima itself. I mean, I'm not trying to fucking discredit Metal Gear Solid. I love the Metal Gear Solid games, but it wasn't if they were the only fucking ones doing stealth. You know, and they had their own different takes and approaches to it. You know, I mean, I guess Metal Gear, especially the fucking very early Metal Gear games were, before especially the fucking. Even before the PlayStation games, you had the fucking ones on Nintendo and all that shit. Yeah, Splinter Cell is way later, yeah. But, it's, yeah. I don't know. Phil is always doing his best to fucking backtrack on Hideo Kojima comments. He's always doing his best. Because if you search... Let's do a wee experiment, right? Let's do a little experiment on YouTube, right? The experiment is called searching DSP and Hideo Kojima and seeing what pops up. So, if we type into YouTube search DSP Kojima, what do we think we're going to fucking see first more than anything else? Well, would you look at this? DSP tries it, blasphemy to the god. 25k views 9 years ago.
The following has been paid for by the
Kojima World Order. Oh, look. The game hasn't started already. We had to give Kojima a plug. Of course. Of course. He needs his credit, right? Gee, you think Hideo Kojima got enough billing? Yeah, I think maybe they should say his name a couple more times. Kojima, 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 Kojima. Metal Gear Kojima. Sons of Kojima, 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 Kojima. Actually sounds kind of gross now that you think about it. Alright, Kojima. How many... Alright, Kojima's name appeared 13 times in the credits of Metal Gear Solid 2. How many times do you think it'll appear in the credits of Metal Gear Solid 3? I guess we'll have to see. Hey look, already a cutscene. All I did was take 2 steps. Oh, Hideo Kojima. His name will show up in the credits 400 times, don't worry.
Look, Phil has clear... I mean, every single time Phil's played Metal Gear Solid game, he has shown a real dislike towards Kojima for some reason. Is it because he's Asian? Probably. Phil has a sign of Phil has a thing against Asians, it seems. So that could be the big main factor as to his dislike. If you want to check out the whole video, by the way, link is in the chat right now. It's like a 15-minute long video. That's only the first minute. So yeah, I would recommend checking out if you want to. Now let's get back to the bingo.
So that's definitely to be respected. I really wish he would make a horror game. I seriously wish he would, because that PT looked so amazing. You know, if he made a horror game, it would be crazy good. I want him to make a horror game. I'm like, where is his horror game? Death Stranding was not that. You know what I mean? It was a great game, but it wasn't. I want that horror game that we were promised. I hope eventually he makes it. Okay? But I respect him immensely. You know, some people get the wrong idea because over 10 years ago, when I was my old self, and I used to basically shit talk everything on the internet for views, I basically completely ragged on Hideo Kojima in my original playthroughs of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and a lot of people took that seriously, like, oh, he really hates Kojima and he's shitting on him and it's disrespectful, and I was like, you guys understand it's a joke, right? Like, it wasn't serious. But a lot of people didn't, and that's where the origination of this "how you don't play" movement actually came from. People who didn't understand my jokes, you know, in the early YouTube days. So, but I love his stuff. I would absolutely love to play all his new games or whatever. Like, I think he's a great game developer. So, you also want to know what? If he ever made a movie, I would absolutely watch the movie. Because I honestly think he would be a great movie or TV series maker as well. I seriously 100% believe he would be really good as like the director and writer of a series. I would love that. All right, I received a $10 tip from Tarantula MS. He says, hey, Phil, how you doing? What's up, Tarantula? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a little bit. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much. First animation of the day. Thank you, Tarantula. All right, guys, I think it's time to wrap up the show for a couple of reasons. Number one, because yesterday the show went incredibly long, and I don't want that to happen today because I actually want to get to gameplay. And number two, because I have to use the bathroom. So I think it's time to wrap up the show. I want to say thank you for a great recuperation podcast. I hope you enjoyed the show. And thanks for watching. You know, it is the spring. Be careful because with these allergies, everyone's being affected, including my own family. And I hope you stay safe and be well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. All right, guys. Here's the deal. I got to use the bathroom. So let me swap over quick here. But I am going to take a brief break to use the restroom. Okay. Hold on a second. It'll be a few minutes, so it will be a formal commercial break. It just makes sense to do a formal commercial break since, you know, I actually need to take the break to use the bathroom. So there we go. Got the capture device working. Okay, let's take a formal break. And I'll return in a few minutes with Star Wars.
He started the stream late, and he actually finished earlier than usual.
Be right back. See you then.
So now Phil's taking a fucking break, which of course means his crappy music's gonna be on. Shut that fucking crap up. So we now can fast forward. When will Phil return? When will little Philly B return from his fucking big massive shite? Is he still away now? Has he not returned yet? Oh, here he is. We are one away, remember, guys.
Good, right? We're on Jetplay, it grows Jedi.
Oh. Here we go. Phil's back here.
Alrighty, guys, I'm coming back. It's time to jump back into Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Should be fun. So far, I'm really liking the game. The more I play it, it grows on me. And I like that now we're planet hopping all over the place, right? Now we're on Jeddah again for a new cool dungeon that has these wind mechanics in it, right? So good stuff. Good stuff. And, here we go. Let's get everything on here. The game gets good now. It says, flip the trees. Does it now? It does it now. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I feel like the initial planet of Kobo was just too lengthy, and now that we're actually going around these different planets doing these different dungeons and stuff, I think it's fun. And again, I like this broadsword style lightsaber stance too. It's really neat. Okay. Let's see here. So I think, hold on. I received a $1 tip, and someone was being very critical of me. Of course, you're being very critical of me 11 plus years ago. They're saying, when you say things like you're the realest and most honest person on the internet, and then you say stuff like Kojima is an asshole or a bundle of sticks. I don't remember saying he was a bundle of sticks, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. I don't even know what that means. It sends mixed signals. Yes, like I said, I've definitely...
Okay, hold on. A bundle of sticks is basically... Oh, Jesus Christ, how do you explain this to Phil? It's the homophobic word beginning with an F, but it rhymes with hag. You know? That is like the literal description of what that is like a bundle of sticks that you... Oh my god, Phil. Holy shit. Yeah, it's S slur, exactly. I can't believe Phil's fucking oblivious to that. Hold on. Let's just replay what Phil said, okay? Hold on.
Most honest person on the internet, and then you say stuff like Kojima is an asshole or a bundle of sticks. I don't remember saying he was a bundle of sticks, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. I don't even know what that means. It sends mixed signals. Yes, like I said, I've definitely looked back at my past over these years and apologized for the kind of shit that I used to say, because I can tell you this right now. I used to say and do stuff for shock value that was not meant to be taken seriously, and it was always over-the-top nonsensical stuff like that that was meant to get a rise out of my audience, you know, and entertain them. A lot of people liked the fact that I seemed to be this unfiltered, you know, guy who would basically criticize, who would scream and rage and say all that ridiculous stuff. That was what part of the whole deal of what made me appealing on YouTube back in the day. You understand? Today I look at that and I'm like, that was stupid. I wasn't responsible with the things that I said and did back in the day. I know that now. Back then I didn't get it. I thought YouTube was just for the lulz, just for the laughs. I didn't think that anything really mattered on YouTube. It was just a fuck around place. I thought people kind of got that about my content back then too. But then what happened is over the years people started to take offense. People wanted to have more serious content, and I changed. I started doing way more serious game reviews. I started doing more serious playthroughs. You know, notice how my playthroughs used to all be rushed. Finish as soon as possible. And then they turned into, okay, take as much time as you can and do all the side content, get a great idea of what the game is so you can review it fully. You see? Things change. But no, I agree with this tipper. Yeah, and you're talking, you know, like the 2010, 11, and maybe even 2012 years. You're absolutely right. That's the kind of stuff that I constantly put out, and admittedly, people didn't like me for it at one point. And that's, I feel, one of the many reasons but a major reason why the internet kind of turned against me. At one point, the shtick was funny. Then people kind of got tired of that. And they were upset with me that I was doing these playthroughs that they found offensive, right? And that's how This Is How You Don't Play started. There you go. Anyway, I think it is now time to resume here. Bookworm re-upped our membership for a year. Thank you for a year of support, Bookworm. He says, time flies, good times. Thank you very much, Bookworm. Okay, are we ready to resume? Here we go. Okay, so...
Really? Is that really going to be the end of things? Or are we really fucking going to fall one short for a full house? I cannot believe that Phil did not fucking even say, like, what? He usually points at the text on the screen as well. He's always fucking happy to fucking promote the fucking daily members goal. I guess the fucking money high from yesterday just fucking drove it his fucking memory to fucking point at the text on the screen. But now he's recording for YouTube, and I'm pretty sure Phil did not say anything like what I mean by that is. Dash is telling me to cheat the bingo. I can't cheat. You know, I don't think we're one short. 24 out of 25 is still a very strong fucking card. Very strong fucking game. We got 3 full houses in a row, and we are 1 away from getting 4 of them in a fucking row. Snort 17 times and then say Phil did it. Nah. I am sure he's asking, did he talk about the doxing of his internet lover? No, he did not. There was no mention of it whatsoever. Let's refresh Phil's stream and see how he's doing right now, just to see if he's fucking gained anything from the $13 he's got so far. Nope. Nope. Still on $13. So he's not having a great fucking night, as you can fucking see. Is his favourite person in the chat Hypnotic Jinx? Are they even there anymore? Or did they go away? Yeah, can I see Hypnotic Jinx anywhere? No, there is no sign of Hypnotic Jinx apparently in Phil's chat. I'll have to wait and see if they fucking come back or not, or if it's OIC going to fucking come up or a different sock account. Who fucking knows? But anyway guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Sadly it wasn't a full house today, we're very close to our full house, but it was not to be today. But I'll be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics, and maybe we can fucking end Phil's streaming week with a full house before he fucking has his day off. Who fucking knows? But guys, thank you very much for being here. I do hope you all had a good time anyway. Hope you had fun with the bingo. Hope it was, you know, bearable to endure it with the old bingo side of things, whatever. And yeah guys, I'll see you tomorrow for some more. Cody Taylor's yelling, I've got 100 likes. Bubble. I did it earlier on, Cody, I did it earlier on. Cody Taylor's demanding I play the Bubbles animation, but I did it earlier on. When we got 100 likes and I let Phil finish ranting, I hit this button. And I played it earlier on. Oh, it's not actually available. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Damn it. I think I broke it. Hold on. Cody Taylor missed the Bubbles animation apparently. Fine. I'll play it one more time for you guys. I think I broke it. Why? What? Hold on. Where the fuck is it? You can hear it, but you can't see it. What the fuck's going on?
Yo, that smells really, really good. I love it.
Like, fuck me trying to fucking play the Bubbles animation broke. God damn it, Cody, hold on. One more fucking time. Let's try and get this bastard played. I'm not gonna... One more time for Cody. Ah, fuck it. I don't know where the fuck it is. I got no idea. I give up. I don't know where the fuck it went. I don't know where it went. I have no idea. I'll try and get a fixer tomorrow. How's that? Anyway guys, thank you very much. I do hope you enjoy things. That was a fucking disaster end to the fucking stream. Guys, thank you for being here. I do hope you all had a good time anyway. I'm going to end things about all end things. I'm going to play Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. But guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo fun and games. Until then, have a good one. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? when you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.